We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one. Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Fresno.
Now Tua. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead.
Tucker McCann.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Carson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This will be from 49 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Check 154, 154. Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Right here. Left field.
They'll give it to Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
54.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Carson. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
On the carry. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
This is Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11.
I got you. I can get the mic. But you get the mic. I'm coming after you. 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
1st down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You got 4.
Here's Carson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 54. Focus, defense, focus. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Back to you. I'm going to go.
Tua going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run it with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
He's tackled
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to tap off the
Come on, now. 51.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run. Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Nick Chubb.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down, Tagovailoa. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 33-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
10 at their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They run again with Carson, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down. Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
56 is mine. 56 is the mine. Come on, D.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's our time. It's our time. March 56. March 56.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
50 is up, come on. Pull up.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And now he spins free. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Seattle.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Wilson with the handoff to Chris
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After for the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They run the counter. Carson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Browns 28. Seahawks 24. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
It's a gain of 2.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tua. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 51 the mark, boys. 51.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a bag? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running out the block, yeah, I'm something like a lion. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating
Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Lloyd. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Davidson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Davidson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st and 10, Davidson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. Lloyd. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun. Davidson. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
6-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Davidson. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Lloyd, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Davidson. Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Room past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Alvin Kamara, 91 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davidson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Davidson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Back to throw. Davidson. And that's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake. Davidson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
His pass.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Raiders 3.
First down, Winston. Heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On the ground, Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now Winston. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Number 11.
Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now the extra point. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll try the left side. It's Lloyd. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Davidson quickly into the hands of Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Davidson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, Davidson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Davidson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
The 7-yard line.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Lloyd. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll come out in the pistol. On fourth down, Davidson buying time to his left. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. A long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Winston. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Third down.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Return here from the 38. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the Bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
St. Gonzalez set to
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. So we'll change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, Davidson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down, Davidson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And a slant in by Ruggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Davidson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, Davidson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Raiders 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Jameis now on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. That'll bring up second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Raiders 9.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Davidson. From right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Davidson. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Operating from the gun, Davidson. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Davidson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Davidson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
22-yard line.
From the gun, Davidson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Davidson. And it will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And returns are finally able to take him down. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
A big play there out of Kamara. 44 yards on the ground.
And the Broncos 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Kamara. They're going to
snuffed this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Kamara. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
On now, Tucker McCann. This officially a